What's up, everybody? It is August 2024. New World Order Survival Guy here. It's been a minute since I've done a show. Been a busy guy. But I'm back. Tonight, I want to basically get into a recap of don't lose your sight of mind on prepping and survival. The thing of this is still YouTubers keep on keeping on. It's still, oh, tomorrow, oh, now, and just to reel in the viewers, but they're still doing the same shit. And I see that their viewers are dwindling. I just care about the truth. I get no monetization with this show whatsoever. It doesn't matter to me. This ain't why I do this show. I do this show because I think it's very beneficial to put stuff out there to get people to prepare. I'm not even close to monetization. Not even close. I got 31 subscribers, and you need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. So, and anything I talk about, anything really good, YouTube takes off my video. So, they've done that to a few of them. Whatever, I don't care. I like to get the message out. It helps everybody when information is put out there, even though this is my perspective. This is my opinion on things to do with survival and prepping and stuff like that. So I just want to put out stuff out there right now. Once again, prepping is more crucial than ever. Don't get sidetracked, sidewind on things that are being put out there by the more popular YouTubers. Yes, they do preach get prepped and stuff like that, but it's all trailed behind a scare tactic that reels you in. It's that thumbnail that reels you in. It's some things that, the fact of it is, yes, there's something major that's coming. All these YouTubers put out dates, specifically months, and they'd be on for years and years, and they keep on putting out the next month. I mean, I can't believe that people are just catching this. Saying, oh, well, you said it last month, and the month before, and the month before. The fact of it is, it's coming. When? Don't know. but it's coming because the agenda is set in place, and you have to know that the most important thing to do is prep. So I want to get in to that a bit once again to reassure you, whenever the time is, regardless, prepping is key. Don't let this type of shit disarray you from, you know, like people out there like, oh, you know what? This guy said June is the month that it's just kicking off. I mean, you get some of these guys that'll tell you, move out now. Get the fuck out of Dodge, man. Now. In June. Get out. This is it. June comes along, nothing. Nothing at all. Other than some dwindling shit in another country. Then when June comes around, they'll push up to July and then August and then blah blah. They just feed on this shit to get viewers. I don't know. You ain't gonna really catch me saying that shit. I just encourage everybody with urgency to prep and incorporate it into your lifestyle. Because whenever it comes, it's gonna come. I'm not gonna. I mean, there's all kinds of shit that's being put out there and time frame, and there's this that happens. Oh, U.S. troops are moving to here. They've been fucking moving to here to there for freaking over a year. They're always moving. I mean, some of these YouTubers expect you to fucking sell your damn house and just head for the woods the next day. I mean, like you're gonna bet your life on what these people say. Ain't gonna happen, man. Don't, man. You're not gonna sit there and listen to one of these idiots and just jump to everything that they say, because tomorrow they'll say something else. Move today, then tomorrow, move tomorrow. They'll put whatever topic, headline, thumbnail, whatever. Then they'll have these they're just gonna continue it and continue it. You just need to keep your eye on the ball. The eye on the ball is survival. One of the most important things to prepare for, in my opinion, is water. If you have the ability to purify and sustain water, I mean, putting food aside, water is way more important than food. Food is important. Shelter, medical, all that's very important. But what's gonna kill you just under a week? And oftentimes way under a week, half a week. Water. You have to have means of not only filtering water, but purifying water, most importantly. Filtering water, just get the dirt and grime out. Purifying water gets rid of pathogens and bacterias and little depth of what filtering water does. Think about what you could do with water. If water is that essential to life, water is worth everything. Water is worth more than gold. Water is worth more than anything else in this world, other than air. Water is the ultimate bartering tool. And it's just water. You ain't got to make it. You ain't got to do that. You just got to find means of purifying it. And without water, you're dead, right? Without a lot of things, you're dead. But no more of importance is water. So my suggestion is the most important aspect of survival prepping is have your water figured out. Have your water figured out. Multi-useful, clean, drink. I mean, there's multi usefulness out of water. Water is life. Um, you can't do nothing without water, or not for very long. Keep water number one on your survival agenda. No matter what level you're talking about, but I'm telling you, people put out alcohol, people put out cigarettes and tobacco products and shit on their bartering list. Water is the most useful and the most consumed out of all bartering items, whether people think about that or not. Water, water, water. You know, you go 3 days without a cigarette or alcohol if you're alcoholic, you're going to be feeling pretty shitty. You go that many days without water, you're about to the end of your rope. You're about to die. People that have kids and elderlies and shit like that, water. You're not going to die without a cigarette. You're not going to die without alcohol. I guess you can if you're some raging alcoholic, but you will die without water. Water's readily available for free. You just got to clean it. You know, people put it off into they just kind of disarray it. You need water to keep yourself alive. You need water to have clean clothes and I mean you could take clothes and wash it in the river or something like that and it'd be good enough to get that oils, dirt, grime, salts and stuff out of your clothes and that'd be good enough. But to consume it, to clean with it and stuff like that, it needs to be somewhat purified or at least filtered. Here in the United States, we ain't got too much um, bacterial water that can really have some sort of uh, virus or there is some. It's not like some of them Asian countries and stuff like that where you get malaria and stuff like that. But in stagnant water, you're really not going to want to sit there and drink the water from there. You can boil it. You can filter it through a handkerchief or something like that. You can boil it to kill the pathogens and stuff like that. But to have really good, clean water, it's going to take purification steps. So, very important commodity. I highly suggest everyone to incorporate that into a, a seriousness into their survival preps. Because me, you, it could be high on our prep status, but to how many people really think about that? How many people are really doing that? I guarantee you, not many. Not many at all are thinking of the severity of purifying and keeping clear, clean water. Take that into consideration. That is a very good bartering tool that you ain't got to spend much money on, or if any. Keep mind of that. I mean, that's like the most valuable thing in the world is an item. Keep that in mind. People get gold, people get this and that. Water. It's easy to figure out how to purify water. If you're into it, it's easy. For people that don't act or are not in desperation until the fact, it means the world to them. Something that ain't shit to you, it's the world to them. It's life or death to them. And they're in desperation. And if you have the wisdom and the knowledge how to purify water and to save a family's life or save many families' lives, that's going to be something extremely valuable. Keep that in mind. People say, oh, it's water, No, it goes deeper than that. All right, so water, numero uno. Another thing, silence is golden. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Don't let anybody pre-knowing of what you have because you'll be a target. Let people know What you have, time comes, they'll know exactly where the water is. All they got to do is configure out your weak points to infiltrate and get you. So they could take your water. They could take your years and years of wisdom and knowledge and studying and all that. All they got to do is that, instead of trying to figure out how to filter water and all that. And they might not be no books or information out there how to do that. What is available is just patience and other means to watch you and take what you have. You don't really need any books or anything on that. You just need observation, patience, and you have nothing but time to watch your every move to go ahead and figure out what your daily steps are so they can take what you have. You don't need a book for that. So, silence is golden. Keep your mouth shut. Be careful who you exchange information with. Because guaranteed, bet your sweet little ass, they're going to come for your stash. You don't want no more trouble than you're already going to have guarding your goods, your preps, your survival stash, because they're going to come for it. If they know you have it, you know, if they can't get it themselves, they're going to corrugate with some others. And all that they got to do is it's just, hey, my family's thirsty. Their desperation is there. They're going to get it. Because you got to sleep sometime. I don't care if you have guard dogs. All they're going to do is contemplate how they can get that. So I am highly suggesting people use their heads out there and hide their shit. Close your mouth when it comes to what you have. I know you can use it as leverage in some incidences, but for your well-being, for your family's well-being, keep it on the down low. Next thing is mutual aid and networking. Networking is the people that you associate with and have it in your conjugation. Who do you want in your group? You want a little bit of everything, right? You want people that know what they're doing with some sort of medical knowledge. You want people that know what they're doing and some sort of like building shelters and water purification and food scavenging, and you want a little bit of everything, right? At the same time, each one of them people could be snakes. They could be snakes. Say I got a doctor living next door and he's all for this shit and blah blah blah. Well, if he sees a weak point, he could very well take advantage of that weak point and wreak havoc into the group. You could wake up and all the food's gone. You could, it's how much trust you put in people in your congregation determines, because everything relies on trust. And then other people know that, and that trust could just demolish everything. So that's what I mean by really trusting people. Because your trust can mean everything to your survival, and it can mean everything to your demolishment. Be very, very, extremely careful with your trust. Always have a secret alternative. Have something stashed where not everyone knows everything. Have something to cover your ass and just in case. Otherwise, that could be your destiny. Your trust. I mean, if you're corrugating with people, you're going to have some level of trust with people, and that's how you're going to make it work. Never trust everybody fully. You have to have some means of protection for yourself and your family. Um, you have to, don't you? You got to make sure that all your eggs ain't in one basket. If not, you're going to get got because you're talking about a world of desperate people. Desperate people do desperate things, desperate measures. Of course, it'd be nice to trust everybody. I guess you'll eventually know who's the ones you can really trust. But you can't necessarily trust everyone in a cool, calm environment. You can't trust everybody in an environment when desperation is not in effect. You could have a best friend and, oh, so and so, I've always been able to trust him. He's never done me wrong, blah, blah, blah. But so and so has never been tested in a true survival situation. And neither have you. Neither have I. Because in the end, you're going to want to do the best thing for yourself and your family. But like myself, if I have someone solid and shit like that, I want to trust you because I really you have nobody to trust but yourself, and you're tight knit. I have no problem having a conjugation with diehard people. Um, I trust myself to be um, honest and loyal to conjugation that I'm in, because that's all I got, anyways. If I were to have that, I don't have any conjugation right now. I don't have a group of people that I'm organized with, right now. I just don't. Not because I don't want to, not because of anything else, but I just don't. All I have is myself, a few family members, and stuff like that. That's it. You know, I'm still searching for a real comfort zone. I'm still looking for everything. I'm still looking for commodities. I'm still looking for survival skills. I'm still looking for information on how to survive. I'm still looking for all that. When your life is in jeopardy, and the uncertainty of what's going on in this world, and you see all these fucking YouTubers that are just, oh, this is the time, dude. Don't trust none of that. None of that. Only thing you gotta trust is you continually gaining survival skills and your preps. That's all you need to do right now, because everything else you're not going to find out. And anything else, you just got to know, hey, shit's going to go down. If you don't believe that, you're a freaking fool. You have to prep. You have to prep for what's most important, what's most reasonable and conscionable, and know that that's your only lifeline. Because anything else, you're not going to hear the direct truth from. You're not going to hear it. You got to prepare. That's the only thing you could do as of right now. Every aspect possible. All knowledge is welcome to your brain. That's God's given truth. You could do anything else and it's not going to matter. You could, oh, hey, well, I'm following this guy and these aliens, or so, dude, that doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. You need to know how to survive if and when shit is going to collapse. You need to know stuff anyways. Most people knew this shit in the Depression, all different eras of time. Collect your thoughts, collect your knowledge, your training, and when this shit hits, learn how to take care of yourself and your family and friends. If not, you're gone. Um, that's super important. Off guard. Getting caught off guard. That's paying attention to these people and to the news media and everything else that take your mind to here, 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 and here. Like that damn stupid ass assassination attempt bullshit with Trump. I don't buy it, dude. I don't buy it. If you guys are Trump supporters, suit yourself. Trump is a corrupt son of a bitch. All he done was try to take away gun rights. All he done is associate himself with all these corrupt bastards. He's against this and against that. But what has he done? He ain't done nothing but put them sons of bitches in office with him. He's a corrupt billionaire. He's a sack of shit. I don't give a fuck if I lose all my viewers on this, dude. I don't care. I'm not here for fucking bullshit. He's a corrupt son of a bitch. And he involves himself, if you guys pay attention, instead of the name Trump. All he does is associate himself with these shadow government people. These people that destroy country after country after country. He ain't nothing but a piece of shit, just like the rest. They use his character to reel in and disrupt freedom-loving Americans, and he disarray them. He drifts their mind off course. He just says, I love Second Amendment, I love this, I love that, and blah, blah, thank you, God bless you. He's the frickin' furthest thing from a Christian. I mean, are you kidding me? Trump? Christian? You gotta be shitting me. Even Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, Christian, when they came in office, that's part of their role playing. Are you freaking kidding me? That's how they reel a lot of you people in. Know the bullshit. Know the bullshit. They're all corrupt. They're all leading you into temptation. They're all leading you into disarray. Look who they have in office. Look how they have running with them, with the economy. Trump. My man Fauci here. Are you freaking kidding me? He could play stupid like, I didn't know. Yeah, bullshit. Don't trust anyone except for your own intuition. Don't fall for the bullshit. Know in your own head what's right and what's wrong. Both parties are corrupt. Both of them. To the T. Each party is drifting a group and acting like there's only two sides. There's only two sides. That's it. Either this or this. Which one are you? Well, I'm going to pick the lesser of two evils. You damn fool. That's what they want you to do. I got an idea. Why don't you think to your fucking self that both of these bastards, both of these political parties are corrupt? Imagine a group of people that came up with an idea how to fool everybody by making it sound like there's two sides. Imagine that. Pretty simple concept, right? Then why is everybody eating it up? And then they disregard the evilness that they do. They disregard the anti Constitution things that they do. They say, well, I like this and this and this about that person. I can give up a little essential liberties, because you can't have it all. So I can give up essential liberties to have a little freedom or to compromise. No, you don't compromise with your fucking liberties. You don't compromise with your freedom. They compromise with the laws accordingly to our freedoms. Because we're not giving up our freedoms and liberties. That's a gimmick. That's a straight up gimmick. That's the plan. That's how they're coordinating this shit. As the decades go along, they're making it sound like liberties is unessential. They're acting like they're trying to brainwash everybody into thinking that liberties and freedoms and constitutional rights is impossible without giving up or it's just giving up our safety. People are so stupid. They're just, all right, well, I don't like to think for myself, so I'll just let Trump do all the thinking because he's the smartest fucking shit for brains in the world. Fooling you. Don't fall for his freaking bullshit. Just like you ain't gonna fall for Biden's bullshit. And he's being put out there like a freaking idiot, that he is. He's stupid, so you got to excuse him for this. And Trump is being put out there as a little smarter character. He'll say some things. He'll give a dog a bone, and people eat it up. Hey, he said Hillary's going to jail, so he's on the right track. So whatever he says, I'm gonna go with because I'm too fucking stupid to sit there and question anything. Yeah, you are too fucking stupid. I'll give you that. Because you're not thinking about all aspects of the ball game. Trump is a corrupt son of a bitch. Period. He's working with all the multi-billionaire, with all the big dogs, with all the fucking shadow government. He is in bed with all that shit. And he has been for a very long time. Quit eating it up. Just take in consideration that he's a corrupt son of a bitch. All politicians are corrupt, lying sons of bitches. That's all you got to do. Except that Trump is also. Look at his track record. Not by his mouth. By his track record. By his actions. Oh, he's pro Second Amendment. Are you fucking kidding me? Came up with the red flag laws. Oh, said it in his own words. Take guns first, have due process in court later. You know what that entitles? That goes deep. That goes real deep. So, what you're supporting gives him the authorization to sit there and take everybody's fucking shit, to disarm the American people, because all they got to do is say, you know what? Everybody doesn't like the illegals over here. Everybody doesn't like this and that. So I'm giving my authorization to take everybody's gun, and then we'll do step-by-step process of sorting it out in court. Unlike the illegals that's coming over here that was appointed to be here, and which they don't get due process. They're allowed to come over here. They're allowed to get guns and stuff like that before due process, no ID, with anything else. They're allowed to come here, get all this shit, and then we'll sort it out later, which they never will sort it out later. But for us Americans, law-abiding citizens, take our guns now. These illegals can say, hey, this guy has a gun that he showed me, brandished, when I was trying to take his house. You're going to be labeled as a nationalist, a racist. They're going to take your shit. You're going to be thrown in prison. How dare you try to stop some illegal felon from taking your shit? That's why these illegal needs guns, to defend themselves from nationalists like yourself. What a freaking joke, man. Don't pay attention to none of these damn laws. Defend your fucking family. But obviously, the government's not looking out for you and yours. They're not looking out for the Americans. This is a complete sabotage to bring America down for the New World Order. That's all they're doing. Only fools. You are a freaking fool if you believe otherwise. Look around you. Look what's happening. Look how they're working it. Look how they're doing it. It's just like the system. Except for now they're doing it for the New World Order system. In no normal sense of anything are they going to sit there and let criminals have guns, criminals do this and that. That's not rational. What's rational is letting the American people defend their country because they need some help, or the government needs help into protecting our country, and needs help for these invaders coming in there, and they can't sustain enough security to defend this country, so they need their citizens to step up to the plate like we always have been through the history of time. But no, they criminalize. Now they criminalize anybody that so-called tries to defend their country and their citizens. They criminalize law enforcement. If they even think about defending rights and liberties of the citizens, because they're protecting, by orders, these illegals that are sent here to dismantle the United States of America. Period. So what are we supposed to do? You have two choices. Go along with this sabotage, Or you say, fuck you, I'm defending myself, my family, my fellow American citizens at all costs. That's your choice. You get all this shit about war that's spewing up and shit like they absolutely want a war. They want this war machine to kick off. Absolutely. I'm not gonna be too vocal about that. But that's what they're doing. You know they're doing that. The United States is a war machine. That's all we do is go to war and then cry out for our freedoms and liberties. We're going to war because they hate our freedom. What? You hate our freedom? You hate our fucking freedom? Well, then we're going over there and taking you out because of it. Oh man. We never go to war because other people hate our freedom. Otherwise, you can hate our freedom all you want. Once you step over here trying to do something, then we're gonna put the smackdown on your bitch ass. You know what I mean? It ain't about freedom. It's about this war machine. It's about the United States taking resources, creating wars that are directed by the shadow government, that are directed by these warmongers that control the world. That's what all this is about. And lies will be put out into Operation Mockingbird, paid off media to put out there whatever agenda and wording they want to put it. That's all this is. We go there, we steal their resources, we go to war, we take out their New World Order opposition, prime ministers, presidents, whatever. We take them out, steal their gold, steal their ideology of what currency they should be using, the gold standard. They got to be in with the New World Order or they're going to get taken out. It's what the United States fights for. They don't fight for freedom. And haven't for a very long time. World War II, World War I, Vietnam, Korean War, Desert Storm, all these wars, nothing to do with their freedom. It's all based on lies. We need everybody because we're not going to stop none of this. I mean, I guess there's a possibility of doing it if everybody's on board and shit like that. But in reality, they got everybody so divided and conquered that it ain't gonna happen. Prepare yourself, prepare your family. You and your family is your own army. Um, get your water sources figured out. Get your medical figured out. Um, that's the only thing that I could say that you could really do. Because it's going to be some war inside and out. They're going to completely demolish the United States. That's the only choice they have. They got to do something big to tear apart the United States. Because they're not going to do it anywhere else. They want to disarm United States citizens. Um, don't lose your sight of mind. Don't lose it, because that's all. That's all you got. Don't be in disarray with all the bullshit that's being put out there on the media and these lame brain YouTubers that just have you chasing around the hype for views. Um, keep your mouth shut of your preps. Just be cautious of that. Gather your fucking bitch. Gather your group best as possible. Because it's gonna be needed. It's absolutely gonna be needed. Just because things are quiet right now and people's brain are just distorted by all these YouTubers and media and shit like that. Oh, here we go again. The next morning. That's what they want you to do. They want you to have your brain distorted and think that it's just a cycle of bullshit, which it is because that's the way it's being put out. Don't fall for the bullshit. Know that it's coming. Don't really worry about much else except for preparing. Because the way shit is being put out there to the public is the way they want it to be. It is coordinated like that because it exhausts your mind. It exhausts your mind. If you were told that this country's corrupt and blah blah, like in a fresh sense, everybody, back at, like 30, 40, 50 years ago, would be like, what? Hell no. We're going to defend our. But when they spoon feed you decade after decade, you know, and baby feeds you into this shit, it's a lot less impulse. It's a lot less um, direct defiance of a response. They know exactly what they're doing. Dealing with some of the smartest people in the world, coordinating all the shit that they've been planning for freaking centuries. You have to know how they think. Prep. Get you and your family prepped for at least the bare essentials. Need to get prepped for everything and every aspect, any incident, any scenario, but at least get food and water situated. Don't have all your eggs in one basket because they have plans for that too. When you go bury your food, water, whatever else, essentials that you want to keep hidden from the invasion of FEMA and other government organizations that are set out by law to come and collect and distribute, it is probably destroy your preps. You don't want anybody knowing because that's what they're going to do. The main reason why I'm doing this show tonight is just to get you guys to keep your head straight. Don't forget about prepping. Don't lose your head on the exhaustion of all these stories coming out that brings you up, oh, and then drops you down. Brings you up because that exhausts the mind. That's just exonerating your mind, and that's what they want. Don't lose sight of what's most important. Don't be like, oh, well, this YouTuber said, oh, we're going to go to war, and then no war. And then, oh, this month, war, and no war. This is going to happen, it's not going to happen. And then it's natural for you to give up the fact of what they're talking about. And it makes you lose, it makes your surroundings, your peers, your family, your friends, your neighbors, look, they make you look like a joke because anything that you're saying, because you're sitting there tailing along and feeding along all this shit that you hear, and then you look like a fool, and then you lose interest, and your side of mind of and then you start to question yourself. Oh well, maybe I am exaggerating. Maybe these people don't know what they're talking about because every time they give a date and say this, and that's going to happen, it doesn't happen. Maybe the neighbors and shit have a point. Maybe this is all full of shit. That's why I question a lot of these YouTubers. Because they say shit and say shit for years and years. And if they're of anything of a threat, oh, I got insider information and shit like that. You ain't got shit, dude. Because everything you say gets flushed down the toilet because it's bullshit. Because we hear it month after month after month. It's crap. We know what they're doing to this country. We know what the agenda is. On time frames, chasing the heat. Don't buy it. You just know it's coming. Just prep. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been posting shit because I'm sitting there trying to find information on there and make my own sense out of everything, but it's just everything's shit. I'm not gonna sit there and repeat what some of these freaking idiots say. Ain't gonna do it. Gather the knowledge of what's important. It is coming. Just steer clear of the liars and the deceivers that just want views. I mean, there's none wrong. Well, I mean, a lot of these guys, that's how they make their living. So they're going to deceive you and put up super bold thumbnails and shit like that to deceive. Just no bullshit when you smell it. I mean, I don't want to knock these guys, man, but I mean, how long could this shit go on? You know what I mean? How freaking long do we gotta sit there and be before people wake up and realize, you know what, dude, you're full of shit. I'm just gonna prep. I'm just gonna stay prepared, and that's it. You can't follow the news. You can't follow these YouTubers. You can't do none of that. You just have to um, have a game plan for anything that happens. That's the only thing you could do. You know, because these people get their information for someone, and I believe that they get their information from people that are just putting shit out there, maybe it's by the government, you know, but they're being fed a line of shit, and in continuation, they're feeding you a line of shit, and act like it's some intel, some like you got some top secret agents that are giving these freaking fools, um, you know, information to leak to the public, and every single time is bullshit. Every single time, man. Anyways, that's all I got for you tonight. I'm gonna start. I want to start doing more videos, man. You know, because people need to just prepare, man. Just it's support, man. It's all about keeping America citizens up here. Um, Not sitting there conning them into today's the last day to live and shit like that. It's about just preparing and being prepared for anything that happens that's coming your way. So, anyways, catch you on the next one. New World Order Survival Guy. Please like, share, and subscribe, and catch you on the next one.